New at noon, the Drug Enforcement Agency is keeping all marijuana illegal. Thanks for joining us. I'm Christine Stanwood. The DEA says today that marijuana has no currently accepted medical use and has a high potential for abuse. That means it will stay in the same category as heroin and cocaine, at least for now. Today's announcement keeps states that allow marijuana for recreational or medical use in defiance of federal law. Also new at noon, North Dakota voters will be deciding a plan to allow medical marijuana in their state. The Secretary of State has announced the North Dakota Compassionate Care Act will appear on the November 8th ballot. If approved, it would allow people suffering from certain medical conditions to use marijuana with their doctor's approval. North Dakota voters will also be deciding on a tax increase on tobacco products in November. The measure would increase the state's cigarette tax to $2.20 per pack. Taxes on other tobacco products would also go up. There's another community forum coming up on the opioid and heroin crisis in Fargo-Moorhead. The Arms Wide Open session is Wednesday, September 7th from 6:30 to 8 o'clock at night at Fargo South High School. The keynote speaker is Chuck Rosenberg, who heads up the DEA. Police are looking for a 17-year-old Bemidji girl who may be in the Crookston or Grand Forks areas. Malaya Hendricks has black hair and brown eyes, stands 5 feet 1 inch tall, and weighs about 222 pounds. She has a tattoo on her right forearm and may be wearing glasses and might go by the nickname Mel. Authorities say she may be in the company of another girl. If you have any information, you're asked to call police. We woke up to some fog and it's still fairly cloudy out there. When will the dreary weather clear out? Let's find out from meteorologist Justin Fanfarilli. Justin.
And thank you, Christine. And good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, we reached our low into the upper 60s. Still humid out there this morning, but the rain did move out. It gave us the clouds, the fog, and the humidity as we went through this morning. Temperature still holding at 74 in Fargo, into the lower 70s out toward Jamestown and Devil's Lake, and a temperature of 70 right now at Bemidji. Now, taking a look at the satellite, the good news is we are seeing some clearing, especially out toward the Jamestown area, but here in the Red River Valley and points up to the north, we are still seeing our share of cloud cover. That system that came through yesterday is well off to our east right now into portions of Wisconsin and Michigan. We're still seeing some rain showers down into South Dakota, but clearing skies into eastern Montana. They're seeing sunshine out that way, and that will make its way here as we approach and then go through the weekend. So as we go through this afternoon, we'll see a mix of some sun and clouds, some clearing as we go through later on this evening, and temperatures should be near 80 degrees. We'll have the full weekend forecast coming up a little later on.
Thanks, Justin. It's been a disturbing turn of events for a Fargo mom who says a man inappropriately touched her kids at Lindenwood Park. She says she's being attacked on Facebook for trying to do the right thing. Lisa Gedrose says she's being called a bad parent and delusional. The man she's accusing, Cecile Gale, has been banned from area parks by police, and prosecutors are deciding whether or not to charge him with sexual assault. New information on the case of 2 people found dead near Mahnomen, Minnesota. Police have now identified them as 74-year-old Lynn Thompson and 68-year-old Elizabeth Thompson. Their bodies were found Tuesday, his inside a Quonset and hers inside a home. No other details are being released until an autopsy is done. A Fargo women's shelter wants people in the valley to know about the growing problem of sex trafficking in town. Charges were recently filed in Cass County against a man who allegedly forced an 18-year-old to having sex for money at the Vista Inn just off I-94 in Fargo. The director of the YWCA says several factors can fuel the demand, anything from strip clubs to pornography. She says of the trafficked women who have been helped by the YWCA, about half come from the Fargo area. A Fargo man faces up to 5 years in prison for not paying taxes for more than a decade. 61-year-old Gary Spencer Smith has pleaded guilty to tax evasion. The IRS says although he earned substantial income as an independent contractor, Smith failed to report his income and didn't file tax returns for 13 years. A lot of people are driving too fast on a busy Grand Forks road. so police are stepping up enforcement along that stretch. The trouble spot is Gateway Drive from about 47th Street North to the west edge of town. The speed limit there is 40, but a recent traffic survey showed more than half of all drivers are going 54 or faster. The Minnesota DNR has confirmed 5 new reports of zebra mussels in lakes across the state, including 2 in Otter Tail County. Infestation warning signs have now been posted at West Battle Lake and Otter Tail Lake, and it's a reminder to make sure that you drain your boat when you're taking it out on the water and clean it before putting it back in the water. The Wentz Watch resurfaces in a big way today. Former NDSU standout Carson Wentz makes his NFL debut tonight with the Philadelphia Eagles when they take on Tampa Bay in preseason play. Phillies head coach says you can expect to see Wentz on the field a lot in the second half. Wentz was a second overall pick of the 2016 NFL draft back in April. UND fans will finally be able to get their hands on gear with the new school logo starting on Saturday. You can see it at a launch party at the UND bookstore starting at 9 a.m. And the first 500 people win a free hockey puck with the new logo on it. In today's schemes and ripoffs, a lot of people are getting into fun runs, and most races are for a good cause. But once in a while, organizers are not on the up and up. The Better Business Bureau has these ideas to keep from getting ripped off. First, do your research by checking out the organizer's BBB Business Review, looking online for additional information before signing up, and reading customer reviews. Also, don't be fooled by a well-designed website, and check for misspellings or poor grammar, which could be signs of fraud. Check with people from the local venue to make sure the event is on their calendar. And some other things to do. Pay with a credit card so you can dispute charges. You can't do that with a debit card, cash, or wire transfer. Make sure you understand the terms and conditions, and a lot of time that's in the fine print. And be sure to check out the charity mentioned to make sure there's a connection, and check with give.org to make sure the charity is legit. Reconstruction of the body after cancer treatment is especially important to patients when their face is involved. Coming up on your news at noon, how plastic surgeons are helping erase the scarring and helping restore self-esteem. But next, we take another look at weather to plan your day.